Audio Jungle.
Isn't it rather absurd how sometimes the home of wealthy and successful men don't turn out to be as great as they carry? We've seen examples of a lot of successful people who, family-wise, are not really doing great. But sometimes it could be as a result of options or some of the steps they've taken in life. Sometimes it could be as a result of polygamy, and sometimes it could be as a result of decisions taken after the death of a partner. Now, this is the story of a successful Londoner, Nigerian Londoner, or Nigerian based in London. Yeah, that's why I put it that way. His name is Dapo Williams. The current situation right now after the death of Otunba Dapo Williams is rather sordid and not palatable at all. Dapo Williams' wife, according to a video obtained by Entv, was seen disgracing his children, Tolulope and Timi, at his burial site. And of course, in this edition of Entv Newsmakers, I'm going to be telling you the cause of Dapo's death, as so much has not been said about it since he died in early August. Late Dapo Williams' first son Tolulope and Timi were embarrassed and prevented from performing their last rites to their father, and it is regarded as a taboo according to some Yoruba people who spoke to Entv on the ugly incident. As seen in the video on your screen, late Dapo Williams' current wife, Tina Oshun, instructed her bodyguards to forcefully remove Tolulope and her sister from the burial site. Obviously, Tina Oshun, the current wife of the deceased, is not in good terms with her stepchildren, and which must have led to the incident that you see on the screen. Although Tolulope and Timi eventually paid their last respect after Tina left the site, but since nothing much has been said about Dapo Williams' death, let us serve you all the gist here on Entv. If this is the first time you're watching our video, I'd like you to click on the subscribe button and click the bell notification sign beside the subscribe button so you'll be the first to get notifications whenever we publish a new video. Now, moving on, let me read you a report documented by a local newspaper regarding the death of Otunba Dapo Williams at the time of his death. It says, the death of successful London-based Nigerian Otunba Dapo Williams is still a mystery to several Nigerians in the city and his admirers in Nigeria. Sources close to the London socialite, who was an indigene of Lagos State, a qualified architect and chartered surveyor, revealed that he had said he was going to one of his construction sites. He granted an interview to Ali Star and minutes afterwards had an heart attack. Yes, that was the report. The site where the body was found 6 days after his death is yet to be known as at press time. Yes, remember I told you this was an adaptation from a local newspaper as at the time when he was found dead. Now again, they said his body was found 6 days after he died. He probably had had an heart attack. Okay, let me continue. We were informed that the incident happened 24 hours after his wife started looking for him. The police were reportedly informed of his disappearance, and reports indicated that investigations started shortly after the police were informed that he was nowhere to be found. It was gathered that the police couldn't break into where he was last seen and waited for another 48 hours because his car was in his office. When the police eventually broke in on Saturday afternoon, he was found dead with his hand clutching his chest. But it was too late and no one could save him at the time. He left home last Monday and might have died the same day of heart attack or other health-related issues after the interview, but his body was found 6 days later, and that was the report by a local newspaper. A lot of people have described Dapo as Dapo Williams in different ways. He was described as, he was also known to be the pioneer of the Nigerian think tank group Entv in London, and he is a staunch member of the All Progressives Congress and Buhari's campaign organization in the UK. Of course, he was among those who campaigned so vigorously for President Buhari before and helped to bring him into power. He is a successful real estate professional, and community leader. He was also a member of the Institute of Directors London, and Kent. Mr. Dapo Williams was a prominent member of the Nigerian UK diaspora. His death was announced on the 8th of August 2020. Until his death, he was reportedly a senior member of the UK chapter of the APC and a leader in the Nigerian diaspora community in the UK. Now let me also read you in part an inspiring message of late Otunba Dapo Williams. As a matter of fact, the truth is, a lot of people know Dapo to be someone who is very, very passionate about issues concerning Nigeria, and its affairs. In fact, he doesn't joke with it. He often wants to talk about Nigeria, how Nigeria can be placed in the map for good reasons and all that. In an outing in the UK some time ago, I think that was sometime last year, Mr. Dapo actually addressed Nigerians, and I brought an adaptation. I captured an adaptation from his speech, which everyone is talking about. He said, I want to read. He said, "I just discovered that the highest selling phones in Nigeria today are Techno and Infinix, and are owned by a Nigerian named Nnamdi Ezigbo, the CEO of Slot. Can you see what happens when we innovate and stop looking for government aid all the time?" He was a computer repairman. He went to China and got a company to build the phone, Techno. He didn't go there and ask Chinese people to give him substandard. He went and built quality. He initially wasn't versed in phone sales, but to extend his business, he went to Lagos Business School to learn. He already has a master's degree in information technology, added to a HND in electrical electronics and a BSc in computer and electronics engineering. He, Nnamdi Ezigbo, is a young Nigerian and is making waves for himself. This is the kind of person we should be inviting to speak in our schools and to forums of young people to share his experience rather than invest in useless ventures like reality shows, pageants, and needless music shows. I'm not saying those are not good to discover talent. I'm saying it is overflogged. The man has and is still seeking knowledge. Presently, he's pursuing a program in Harvard. I see young people today who are interested in learning to earn. They just want quick cash because times are hard. That's why certain regions in Nigeria never progress. Move around town and you'll see flashy cars, which are mostly acquisitions by Yahoo boys, lazy, stupid, and utterly idiotic set of people who want to take shortcuts in life. And more people want to be like them. Why? Because of the flashy cars and the dumb-headed girls that follow them around. Fools. That is a capture from Dapo Williams' statement some time ago. Now I want to play you an amplified version of that video of what occurred at late Dapo Williams' burial a few days back in London, so you can watch and then you can corroborate with the voice. It's actually an amateur video, so just bear with us.
That's the first part.
She don't want me there.
So, Simi, does it mean that she doesn't want you guys there? Or what?
That's okay.
Simi, no, I like you.
Please, don't say the phone. Please. Thank you.
And that is it on this edition, on this episode of Entv newsmakers. Guys, we say a very big thank you to our returning subscribers, and if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, I'd like you to click on the subscribe button and click also on the bell notification sign beside the subscribe button, so you'll be the first to get notifications whenever we upload a new video. The story of Dapo Abiodun's death has actually raised a lot of concern, because a lot of Nigerians in the diaspora, particularly in the UK, Nigerian community in the UK have also sent their condolences. A lot of people had some very good stuff to say about Dapo Williams, and we are saying, also joining voices to also send our condolences to his family and say they should take heart at this time. It is not the best of times, but what do we do in that? Thank you very much to our returning subscribers. Keep sharing our videos, keep liking them. You can also use the comment section to tell what you feel or what you know about this video if you feel like. Thank you so very much.
Audio Jungle.